Hey, how's it going? Checking in for today with updates and progress that have been made. Spent a little bit of time working on the talk for the sales conference today. It's actually only 3 weeks today, in fact. I said I was going to get this talk mapped out properly by next Wednesday. I feel like I spent a very productive 20 minutes. That's all I did on it today, but 20 minutes. And there was a real clarity there with what I wanted to do. And it was a mind map, so I kind of had lots of things coming off as to what the stories I needed to tell, the main points I needed to make, and some of the exercises and activities that I was going to do as well. And it just all flooded out. So I feel like that's a starting point. I still need to structure it a little bit better, but it did feel like things were sort of coming out a lot more readily than certainly last week when I was working on these things. The funny thing about last week, actually, I wrote an email about it today, was I bumped into a friend of mine earlier this week, and she said that she had a really sort of funny week last week with emotion and in a bad mood and just kind of feeling like everything was going wrong. And then she said something about the full moon and this what's called the Mercury retrograde, which is where Mercury, the planet, as it goes through and comes past in its orbit around the solar system, it actually looks like it's stopping and going backwards. And but obviously, it's not changing direction; it's just slowing down in relation to the Earth. And apparently, this can cause, astrologists talk about how this can cause all kinds of weird things going on. In people's moods and communication, and combine that with a full moon. I never really bought into all that stuff, but it was really weird how last week was such a tough week. And many people I've spoken to have said, yes, I found exactly the same thing. So who knows? Maybe there is something in that after all. But no, today did feel a lot more free-flowing. Obviously, I had other things I was working on today as well, a few coaching calls. It's actually my wife's birthday, so I was out for lunch with her as well and her parents. So I got a few bits and bobs done. I spoke to another prospective client with redoing some work in May, so that could be interesting. They're just going to come back to me with regards to budget. And hopefully that's something that also will come off because they think that it's if it goes well and they get a good response from the people in the team, then it could be something they could do a bit more of going forwards. So I think budget might be a bit of a sticking point, but hopefully they'll find a way of overcoming that. Anyway, that's my update for the day. Progress. I feel like I'm kind of just about easing forwards, getting there. Just still waiting for some of these bigger things to come through to really make me feel like I've taken the brakes off and I can start just doing more of what I really want to be doing. Anyway, there's my update. I will be back again with more tomorrow. Don't forget, give it a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so, and check back in again tomorrow for another daily update. Bye for now.